Are you getting in the holiday season and spirit yet? It's the beginning of December, November is gone, and December is here, and we're gonna be doing Christmas soon and all the holiday parties, and oh, I just love this season so much. My favorite right now is the month of December because of Christmas. Christmas is just literally my favorite holiday. So I'm here today to bring you my November favorites. And I have quite a few. They are mostly makeup favorites this month, which is kind of cool. I like talking about makeup. I know you guys like talking about it too. Quickly, what's on my face right now is a holiday tutorial that I just filmed, which is all drugstore. It's all affordable, all drugstore, and it's a neutral eye. I also did an option with a neutral lip too, for those of you who don't like to go so dramatic. But I wanted to keep it a nice neutral look because I did a dramatic look already. So if you're interested, go check that out. I will link that. But let's get quickly into my November favorites. Let's talk about the month past before we get into what is to come. So let's just start with, the best, you guys. This here is just incredible. If you saw my glam party tutorial, you saw me using this. This is the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. And look, first of all, it's a little bit intimidating because of just how many colors there are. But when you think about it, look at the middle. It's all neutral in the middle. And then you can just choose which shades you're going to use. So you don't have to be so freaked out by like the bright green or the bright blue. You can just stick to, you know, like, look at this beautiful cranberry, look at this beautiful purple up here, look at this gorgeous dark green, and then, you know, there's all the neutrals in the middle. So it's a very appropriate palette for a lot of people, even though at first glance it looks kind of crazy. But I have just been loving it. So this is actually a really, really versatile palette, and the shadows are just so beautiful. Like, they're so pigmented and they just blend so beautifully. Like, look at these colors. Isn't that gorgeous? So I have just been loving this palette so much over the last month, and I wanted to especially mention it because I know a lot of you, you know, you're giving people your Christmas wish list, what you're looking to get, hopefully, as a gift for yourself, and I thought I would just give you my recommendation for that because it's just the most awesome thing. Let me just swatch that on my hand as well, just so you can see. Like, look at how pigmented those are. Right? I got this as a gift with purchase from Sephora. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. This is a matte bronzer, and I have been loving this for my contour powder over the last month. I've been using it every single time I do a contour. I've been using this. Now, today I didn't because I did a drugstore tutorial, but this is just awesome. It does smell like chocolate. You've heard that a million times. Just a nice cool tone brown. And let me see if you can see this. You can kind of see that, right? Let me give you a little bit more here. There you go. So it's not too warm. It's just been the absolute perfect shade for me. And I have been loving it. So that actually surprised me quite a bit. This here. Okay, you guys know that I am an oily skin girl. A lot of you oily skin girls can, you know, commiserate with me of all our oily skin girl problems, but I have found the most amazing product. I can't even tell you how amazing this is. Okay, so this is a Korean product. It's from the brand Innisfree, and it's called No Sebum Mineral Powder, which I hate the name of it, but I love what's inside. So that's what it looks like right there. Hopefully I can find a link to give you guys because I did buy this off of Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can also find it on eBay. There's a lot of also Korean stores online, but it's just a loose powder, right? And I don't know what it does, but I just apply it where I'm oily, okay? So that would be here, down here, down here, and then on my cheeks here. And I just apply a tiny little bit. Okay, how do I say this? Usually if I just go with my regular stuff, even if I'm wearing like a matte primer, a mattifying primer, something like that, I will need to blot my face around lunchtime, and I'll need at least like 4 full blotting papers. So I'll need one here, and then like one here, and then another one for like my nose and this side. I'll need like 4 okay, that's how oily I get. But with this, I'll blot my face around the same time, and I will use 1 blotting paper and it won't even get completely used up. That's how mattifying this is. I have a couple of favorites from MAC this month. The first one is this lip liner. It's called Soar, and it's just, I already swatched it here. It's a nice neutral mauve-y pink. Now MAC liners tend to be kind of dry when you swatch them. They're not creamy, but they do stay very, very, very long. So this is a really nice kind of, you could use it all over your lip and just put a gloss on top. It's a beautiful color, but I just like it as just a nice lip liner for almost every neutral lip I go with. I'll just use this, and it just kind of blends in with everything, and I just love also the way it applies. There's something about it, it just, I don't know, it just really goes on really easily, and you don't have to fuss too much with it. You know, you don't have to spend forever making sure every little line is perfect, like I did with this red lip liner today. It took me forever. But anyway, I've been loving this pencil. And then this one here is something that I've heard a bunch of people talk about. First of all, Jaclyn Hill has been talking about this for a long time. And then another favorite YouTuber of mine, Danielle, she's just amazing. She's just the cutest Southern belle ever, and I love her. But anyway, she uses this a lot too. Now, this, I don't use it for my top lashes. I just use it on the bottom lashes. Here's what the wand looks like. It's very, very long, and it's got very short bristles. And I just use it on the bottom lashes, and it makes them long and dark, and it does not transfer, period. I have heard some people say this transfers on them, but it doesn't transfer on me. I just thought I'd throw that out there. It does not transfer on me. It stays all day. I have fallen in love with this. This is the only bottom lash, I want to say liner, bottom lash mascara that I have been using the entire month, except for like if I'm doing a tutorial and I want to use like a drugstore one. So there is that. Amazing, amazing. Big recommendation for me on that one. Another thing I've been loving, which I've just kind of gotten into, false lashes. Well, I bought these Ardell Demi Wispies, and first of all, they're super cheap. I bought these at Walmart. They were like $5 maybe, about $5. And they're just super pretty. They kind of fan out a little bit farther on the ends, and they just like swoop up. So they have a nice shape, but they're very natural looking. I mean, it even says that on the packaging. They are really natural looking. So, you know, it doesn't look like mascara. It doesn't look that natural looking, but they don't look like super dark or super dramatic. They just blend in really nicely, and I've just been loving them. And for the price, you cannot beat that price. Another thing that surprised me is how much I've been loving my Real Techniques sponge. Now, I'm sorry, this one is a little dirty because I literally just used it to put on my makeup today, and I only have one. But so it is damp right now. You can see how much it plumps up. Here is a dry beauty blender, just so you can see the size difference. I mean, you guys know this will plump up too, but so here's the beauty blender. Okay, we all love the beauty blender. It is a revolutionary product. It's amazing. However, I have actually found that I've been liking this more. There's something about the feel of it. For one thing, it is just, I would say, a touch denser than the beauty blender. Not super dense or anything like that, like the smallest touch denser, and it has kind of a softer feel to it, in my opinion. The other amazing thing about this is that it has this flat part here. So you can do a lot with the different shape of this. You know, I don't usually apply my foundation with a beauty blender. I like to apply my foundation with a brush most of the time, but I know a lot of you like to use a beauty blender, and you can, you know, use the butt of it. I call it the butt, to, you know, use your foundation. But this is almost nicer because it's flat, has more surface area, and it's going to get the job done faster. And it just feels really nice, you guys. And then you have the other side, which has the little point on it. You can get up in there when you're doing your concealer. It's just a really great product, and it is less than half the price. At Walmart, I think these are $10, maybe $8. $8.99, and I know you can get them on Amazon for like $10 or $11. So it's just, if you have not tried this yet and you love the Beauty Blender, go do yourself a favor and buy one of these and try it out. I really don't think you're going to be disappointed. You might be really surprised how great this is. I'm sick today, guys, so I got a tea. This is a festive Tim Hortons cup. Now, Tim Hortons, if you are Canadian, you need no explanation, but if you are not in Canada, this is like our national coffee chain, which I don't like Tim Hortons coffee, but I do like their steep tea, and it's great when you're sick. And look at all my crazy lipstick getting on there. But look how cute the cups are now. Isn't that adorable? Look at these, you guys. If you saw my E.L.F. haul, you know I bought these. These are the E.L.F. smudge pots. Okay, so I got 3 colors. One of them is on my lids today, although I do have something over top of it, but I just wanted to show you. These are all neutrals. I don't know if you call a gold a neutral, but anyway, I've been loving these. First of all, they're like a cream eyeshadow, okay? This is the one I'm wearing today. It's called Cruisin' Chic. And so they're cream eyeshadow. You just apply them with your fingers. These stay all day long. I'm not joking. They stay all day long. I tried it once without a primer, and I tried with a primer, and they stay all day. They do. This is the best cream eyeshadow I've ever tried. And they're beautiful colors too. Like, okay, this one is Cruisin' Chic, so this is the one I'm wearing today. Let's just put it there. And they're so creamy, okay? There's Cruisin' Chic. And what's this other one here? Back to Basics. So if you like neutral, like a neutral lid, you will love these. This is Back to Basics. This is kind of a more goldy color, but still not too gold. And then this one is a really gold one. Gotta Glow. This one, I'll be honest, is just a touch drier than the other two. But I have been loving these. And I believe they're $3 on E.L.F.'s website. And I know you can find them in different places. E.L.F. has been popping up a lot more in Canada lately too, if you live in Canada like I do. My sister just told me she found them in her grocery store, which is like a Loblaws type store. So check it out. They're probably coming close to you soon. I know you can buy a lot of E.L.F. products on walmart.ca. And my favorite way to use them is such a simple way. All I do is I just put this all over the lid and then blend out the crease with like a very neutral shadow. And that's it. That's all I do some days. And it's like a one and done, out the door type look, and it just looks so seamless and beautiful. You will love it. So my last makeup recommendation and favorite this month is the E.L.F. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, and this is just sheer. It's a translucent powder, and it is a very tiny opening, and it's got loose powder in there. That's my one complaint actually, is the size of this package, because it's almost too small. Like, it needs to have a wider opening. And the other thing is the top, you have to be careful you screw it on exactly perfectly, because if you don't, it will get everywhere, and it's a little bit hard to get it to screw on perfectly. But what's inside is what counts, because what I've been doing is I've been setting my under eye using a damp sponge, usually this one. So I'll put on whatever concealer I'm using, pat out any creases with this, and then I will take this into this product, just dip it directly in, pat it all over my eyes, and let it sit there for about 5 minutes, and then I'll wipe it away, and then my concealer is set for the day. It doesn't crease, it doesn't move. It just, this is the only thing that has ever worked for me in terms of setting my under eye, and I've just been so impressed with this powder. And again, so cheap. I think it's $3. I didn't check, but it's something like that. You know, E.L.F. products are like the most affordable range of products ever, and so I've just been loving this. The last thing I wanted to talk about is kind of random. I have never included something untangible in a favorites video before, but I just really wanted to talk about this because I've been loving the TV show The Leftovers on HBO. Comment and tell me if you've been watching this, because almost nobody watches this show. Like, it gets the worst ratings, but it gets the best, most amazing like reviews by like TV critics, and it's like called the best show on TV right now, which I would totally agree. And I love, you know, The Walking Dead. I love Game of Thrones. I love those types of shows. This show is way better. I'm not kidding. This show is like a total drama. You have to be a fan of like really dramatic shows because it's really sad at times. It's really like kind of highbrow, you know, it has a lot of big adult concepts in it, but it's just the most amazing show. I just love it, and I just feel like it needs more people talking about it because it's so good. The one thing I will say, if you have not watched season 1, you kind of need to watch season 1 to understand what's happening in season 2. And season 1 is not as good as season 2. So that's the only thing. You kind of have to trudge through the first season. But tell me if you're watching it, because I need somebody to talk about it with, because my husband doesn't watch it with me. So I've been loving that show. So that's it for my November favorites. Don't forget, always let me know what your favorites have been, because you know I love to hear about your recommendations. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.